Why are you in such a bad mood today? Well, I don't know either. Come on in. Let's do something. I need your help. Hey friends, welcome back today. So after a little waiting, I finally got some parts, by golly. Now I know in the last video I mentioned I wasn't going to replace this shaft because, well, I thought that one would be okay. I was wrong. It's definitely worn enough where it just makes sense to put a new one in. So that's what I'm going to do. So I got my flywheel hub here. New PTO drive shaft here. New coupler. And new snap ring. Because again, somebody mentioned in the comments a while back that they think that the reason this quit working is probably because, and I can't argue, they're probably right. This might have slid forward just a little bit, this might have slid out just a little bit, and you know that would definitely cause some problems. That snap ring is on this for a reason, and if it's, or even if it would have slid out this way, I don't know, who knows? Something happened because obviously I could turn that PTO clutch without too much resistance. So what I'm going to do first, now this will probably be the hardest job I've got here yet to do, but I think I'm going to go ahead and install this. Now, I don't know if this is the way this works or not, but I'm going to tell you this is how it came out. One side of this is flush flat, the other side is a little bit tapered. And the way that I pulled it out, the tapered part was going back. So I'm going to put it back together exactly like that, and I hope that's correct. And there, well, okay, that's done. See you later. Ha, if it was only that easy. I'm going to just go ahead and slide these back together, get a little goopy sticky stuff in there, hook all this stuff back up. Then, step 2, get the hub back in this flywheel. Get the flywheel back mounted into this dark region here. Get the snap ring on the new shaft. We'll have this whole tractor just kind of come back together as one. From there it's easy. All I got to do is take all this stuff and put it back on here, drop the cab back down, and bingo, we'll see what happens. Get on my work gloves here. Okay guys, so without further ado, give me just a few minutes to put this back together. Okay guys, let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice here. Now these bolts that go around the end of this transmission to the rear axle, 1, they're filthy. 2, there's no lock washer on them. So what I'm doing here is take some brake cleaner and clean these bolts up real nice. You got to get some in here too. I want to make sure all the threads are nice and clean. Nice and clean. See, I like that. That looks good. And dry. Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to do, this is blue Loctite. This is what I like to call the prenuptial agreement of Loctites. This says, oh, I want us to be together forever. And I won't back out. It also says, if I want to back out, I can without any special tools. Keep that in mind. Blue, the prenuptial of Loctites. There. I hope they have a long and happy union together. Okay, guys. Everything in that region is good. Bolts are all tighted and Loctited. All the hydraulic lines and brake lines are hooked up. I have yet to put the fuel tanks in. I think I'm going to hold off on that until she's all in one piece, just because I'll have more room without the jacks and whatnot underneath there. And altogether, it'll just be safer to lay under that tractor when it's all in one piece. So now, I guess next step here, I gotta get my flywheel back on. Okay, yeah, I say that looks about right. This bastard's not real light, and I'm not real agile. Oh, good Lord. Okay, that'll help. It's got a lip on it, that'll help. Let me set this guy down right here. Oh, how do I get myself into this stuff? Who signs me up for this? No, it was me. Okay. Huh. Well, guys, it's a good news day. Yep, yes indeedy. Just all right, now that I got that figured out, let me get this clutch on here. Now it's important, these only go on one way for the most part. If you try to put it on backwards, it won't go. All this stuff will hit your flywheel bolts. So, let's just jam that in there. Oh, this is gonna be fun too. Just get this started here. Now what I want to do is just get these bolts started, and then I'll show you what I've got. Alright guys, now some of you may recognize this homemade device from when I put the clutch in the 1805, and if you don't, that's fine. I'll explain it. This, oh, Jesus, mercy. Okay, anyway, this was the shaft out of my 1100, the PTO shaft that I changed. Now, in perfect order, it's got the same splines. It's even the same ones that were on the end of the Massey, the 1805 clutch. I just took some masking tape and made it fit this hub here. So now I can just go ahead and bingo, instant clutch lining tool. I'm just going to snug these down. All right, good enough. All right, well, there you go. See, now if you ain't got the right tools, you can always make something work, generally, most of the time. So I'm going to go through, look up the right torque spec on that clutch, get that torque down, and it's time for the magic to happen. Well, there, guys, and just like that, we're back in one piece. Golly, I feel like I could climb mountains right now. Yep, so now I want to show you something. Remember our PTO clutch basket where our charge pump sits here? Then this is all that should turn. That's it. So that is just perfect. I think we've solved our problems. So, like I said, let me just let me clean this mess up here and put these few pieces back on, and we'll fire it up, see what happens. But for right now, the mountains are blue, guys. I'm going to do this instead. We'll get back to this tomorrow. So, guys, I guess on that note, I think I'm going to shut you down right here for today. Now, next time, tune in. We're going to find out if this actually works. But for now, cheers, my friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.